I'm at Heathrow Airport to fly on a Qantas A380 aircraft to Singapore in first class. Qantas flights check in Zone C alongside Cathay Pacific. There's a separate check-in lane for first class passengers. After check-in, it was up an escalator to the priority fast-track security before heading to the Qantas lounge. Fast-track security was anything but, with the queue out the door. The only nice thing about fast-track was that you skipped the labyrinth of duty-free, arriving directly in the departure lounge. From there it was a short walk across to the Qantas lounge. First class passengers share the lounge with business class and elite flyers. Although tables were reserved for first class passengers. A selection of hot and cold food was on offer. I chose the Lancashire hot pot and a plate of cheese. Upstairs there was a nice bar area. From the lounge it was about a 7-minute walk to the gate. It was gate number 1. At the gate there was a priority lane. Boarding started within minutes of me arriving at the gate, with first class passengers called forward first. The first class cabin was at the front of the aircraft on the lower level. The cabin had 14 suites in a 1-1-1 configuration. I was in seat 4A. The seat was 22 inches wide. After takeoff it swivelled around and could form a fully flat bed 79 inches long. The bed was slightly wider as the armrests lowered to form part of the bed. There was a 17-inch touchscreen monitor. A panel beside the seat controlled its recline. There were air vents in front and beside the seat, and a power socket and USB port at floor level. There were 2 storage drawers beside the seat, with space for your shoes below. Champagne and canapes were served before departure. It was Taittinger Com champagne. It was very nice and a couple of top-ups were had. An amenity kit, pyjamas and slippers were provided. The amenity kit included toothpaste and toothbrush, some creams and balms, together with socks and a good quality eye mask. We pushed back just behind schedule.
Give us your attention for the next few minutes to make your journey a safe one, as we take a journey through 100 years of innovation and Australian spirit.
We taxied across the airfield to take off from runway 27 right. The flight to Singapore was scheduled to take just under 13 hours. I moved the seat from its takeoff position, ready to relax. And closed the blinds. As more champagne was served. Next to the seat was a controller for the entertainment system. As the touchscreen was a little out of reach. Noise-cancelling headphones were provided. There were 2 bathrooms for first class, both at the front of the cabin. They were kept clean throughout the flight, with toiletries and shaving kits provided. I changed into the pyjamas provided, which were nice and soft. Back in the seat, it was time for supper. A large table pulled out from beside the seat. I started with the grilled prawns with chorizo. This was very good and full of flavour. For main course, I chose the lamb loin. This was a bit tough. I finished with a French toast with a glass of dessert wine. I don't know what the wine was because there was an error on the wine list which didn't include the details. The French toast was great. After dinner, the crew converted my seat into a bed. There was a nice thick mattress, making the bed very comfortable. Privacy screens could be raised between each suite. In the morning, I was brought a pot of tea before breakfast was served. I started with some fresh fruit and toast and marmalade. Then poached eggs with smoked salmon. The flight took a little longer than scheduled at just over 13 hours. The onboard service was first class, as you'd expect. The seat was good, and the bed was one of the most comfortable I've seen on an aircraft. Whether it was worth the additional cost above business, we'll see on my return journey. Subscribe now to get notification about that and other future reviews.